Warning, hide your children. This video is offensive. Although let's be honest, if you're at the maturity level that you like my content, the warning should be, warning, do not have children. Prostitution should be legal. Come on, whoring yourself out for money is all Congress does. Maybe that's why they call that area of Washington, D.C. the Beltway, because the way in is the belt buckle comes off. I've traveled to the planet Earth to understand the views of influential humans, but I'm confused by a concept you call prostitution. Someone told me to seek out the wisdom of Doug Stanhope. If Stanhope were here, what things hypothetically might he say about this issue? Why is prostitution illegal, but you have to pay a chick half your stuff when you get a divorce? So it's illegal to pay for sex, but you have to pay to stop. What is a prostitute? Exactly. How do you define it? Is it legal for a girl to withhold sex because you didn't pay her? Because it's her birthday. If you could buy a girl dinner on a date and you have to pay her half your stuff at the end with a divorce, it's really only illegal to not be romantic. In which case, I'm such a serial offender, I deserve death row. I like long romantic walks. Because I don't have a car. Okay, so think about this. It's illegal for a girl to explicitly say, I will trade sex for food. But it's also illegal if, as you're leaving the restaurant, she explicitly says, I will not trade sex for food. Because that could be misleading as rape. No wonder women are so fickle and hard to read. By law, they have to keep you guessing. Right as we're about to get to the fun part, she pauses and says, I don't swallow. Really? You swallowed that filet mignon dinner. You want me to jizz on steak? When she realized I said something clever, her reply was, you better not be putting this on YouTube, to which I realized I could freeze frame the first 4 seconds before you could see her face. So this way, if she asked me to take it down, I can say in court, Your Honor, it wasn't her. I was cheating. Now, they usually crack down on prostitution rings when they crack down on illegal gambling rings. But how can both be illegal? Because if you spend money on the date, not knowing if you'll score, that's gambling. But if you know for a fact you're about to get sex for food, that's prostitution. And that's why I think most girls are anorexic. It's only if you're skipping meals can you comply with the regulation. What does the word romance mean? Well, Google's dictionary says a feeling of excitement and mystery associated with love. But I personally get excitement and mystery out of wondering if the cops are gonna show up. So prostitution is romantic to me. Okay, so if you need romance for legal mating, then we should go over the approved activities. I saw on the internet a picture of a candlelit dinner. Would this count? Yeah, romance is candlelit dinners, handwritten letters, a horse and buggy ride, remembering anniversaries without Facebook and Google reminders, which I can't do. It really comes down to not using modern technology, which explains how the Amish get hot pussy, because honestly, their quilts suck. As a simple Amish man, I am opposed to prostitution. Because I don't have to pay. I don't have to pay. Well, what do you define as not using modern technology? Would using Windows 7 count? And why is it called a hooker? You know, I'm not sure, because a hooker sounds like a fishing hook. But isn't this the one time you don't need to bait them? I mean, only with a hooker do you not need to hook them. It's less clear than hoe. Oh, well, why a hoe? Doesn't that word mean a gardening rake? Yeah, maybe it's because hookers don't cook. I ain't preparing your meals. Grow your own food, bitch. I grow my own food because I'm fucking Amish. So you dumb hoe, I already have a hoe. Even when it comes to food. I don't have to pay. Why do you assume that a prostitute has to be female? Men are too horny to be hookers. $20. No thanks. Free. I'm not in the mood. I'll pay you 20. I heard some women's rights groups are against prostitution, for example in New York, because they want to empower women. Would Doug Stanhope support this? No, you're born free, and all a government does is screw you out of that. A political right is the absence of government coercion. For example, the Bill of Rights, the right to bear arms, or have freedom of speech. So these women's rights groups are abusing the word right. Thankfully, these feminist groups are here to liberate me with rights. You're under arrest. Haul her ass off to jail. Now be raped in prison without pay. You should be able to fully decide what to do with your own body, not just for sex, but all vices. I've never seen this symbol before. I assume other humans know it. You know, the McDonald's logo is actually the most recognized symbol in the entire world, even more so than Christianity's cross. So, if Jesus Christ ever resurrected back, they should nail him to the golden arches. So if I were to summarize your views, it'd be that people should decide for themselves with both junk food and sex. You know, it's probably for the better that prostitution is illegal, because once women start getting paid, they'll never fuck for free again. You're charging me? We've been married 50 years! How do you know it's been 50 years? I heard you say on YouTube, you can't remember our anniversary. Oh shit, now that the alien learned about prostitution, he's trying to buy one. You're under arrest, but I thought it was legal if after I cuddle in an Amish quilt. He's lying. He offered to wrap around me a heated blanket running Windows 11.